So at this point, I don't care if it's gonna look weird. But I'm trying to craft, not that, I will, though I'll need to go to Yulmore to get some of the mats, but I'm trying to make, where is it? Just this. I did record this earlier, but I decided I didn't like it because I went and kind of, you see my results there. I bought the high quality one off the market board just when I came back about 2 weeks ago, but, yeah, I didn't like the recording I did, but basically trying to craft the blacksmith's main hand. At least that before I decide what else I want to do, because I did a recording and I decided I didn't like it, but I decided to punish myself because I should have been coming out with more videos over pretty much the span of the last 7 days, and that didn't happen. So I'm just deciding to do this stream, and I'm not going to stop until I make it. And, well, I've thought of a soft cap in my head because there's only so much, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So, and hopefully I get this right. Otherwise, I'm going to be really, really sad. So, and yeah, this is all going to go to Slither Sand. The true punishment is when I go to the market board and sell things. Let me know if the stream quality is if this is happening at the time of the stream, then yeah, it could be my quality's low, and I didn't get to shift everything around. I kind of just hurriedly made the stream. I put the stream up 3 hours ago, I want to say, and then after that I decided, well, I'm gonna do whatever. So, I am looking at the wrong thing. Well, I'm also doing something in the background, but that's not as related. The important part is I'm streaming it to at least get it done, at the very minimum for myself, even if nothing else happens. So hopefully I don't do anything. My mouse is so close, and I even have the noise gate and everything else set on. That's right, yeah. So looks like I'm going to the market board because I completely was making the wrong thing. I was, yeah, like I said, I kind of just hurried this up. I have some left over, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I'm also not looking at the right one. Or was I looking at the right one? I don't know if I was looking at the right one. I don't think I was looking at the right one. I was not. Yeah, I was not. Oh yeah, I was. So I need 3 of these, but yeah. I'm off. But if I need more, I'll just get the materials to make more. Not too much of a worry. And I think I have everything. If not, like I said, I'll just market board or gather first. And the market board is more if I only if I fail a craft. That way, it's a hit to my gil, whatever that means. But that said, I'm not that rich. Since that video is coming out, I might as well disclose it again. I'm pretty sure I never had more than 50 million gil. And that's partly due to the fact that I've lost 3 large houses and 1 medium house over the span before I left with 2 years ago, so big whoops. Let me see here. I need to check on something because it feels like... Yeah, alright. Just making sure things were okay behind the scenes. Yeah, I gotta get working on that. Yeah. Yep, that's not the right one. It doesn't matter. Like I said, I should have all the materials. I'll check. Let me just head in here, so... And if you notice, I turn my graphics on. I usually leave my I'll just talk while I'm getting things ready. I usually leave my graphics on really, really low. For the reason that I want everything to run as fast as possible, because I'm not using the most powerful setup. Let me just split this in 3 and make these low quality. Because the requirement is I'm using all low quality with quotation marks, but yeah, again, I'm using the level 500 gear that you buy. I pretty much had to prep everything during Memorial Day weekend because I live in America. But yeah, so just doing that. I know someone else is doing a challenge for the harder crafts. I swear I didn't get that idea from that, but it's at this point with you just have to trust me on the honor system. Let me just check to make sure. I think I have everything. Unfortunately, I have to grind this out unless I'm going to buy from them. Yeah, these I'll probably buy for the market board if I really need to. But if I don't need to, I think I bought all I could get, though. Because all I need is that, and then the pure bead. Which is... I should be able to just see it, but... These shouldn't be too hard, I say, as I will proceed to non-quality at least one of them, because I messed up something, and then Brash Gold Plate is going to be the hard one. And the only other thing I'm giving myself in terms of advantage is Matcha, but it's Matcha. It's not, basically not using a level 70 food. Granted, it is, not using a level 70 food, so, but again, give me this much, and these are pretty much the prerequisites I'm working with. And it's probably not going to go well, so let me actually make sure. Do I have everything set in place? I do. And these two macros were just to kind of test something out. I don't know if I'm going to come up with that. I think I actually deleted those recordings, but yeah, we'll just get into it. So the thing here is that I can't use the normal macro because I obviously, if you're watching this as a somewhat experienced crafter or above in terms of experience, then you know that this is not enough to guarantee a 100% high quality from nothing. Oof. And I also was making mistakes again, but this is kind of at least for me. I want to hope that this helps me learn more of the actions. Because if things come out in Endwalker and the crafts get harder for whatever reason, I am also messing up because I'm not using progress steps on the veneration. Well, I'm just gonna take that hit and just try it again because I might as well try it because if I don't complete the craft, I have no chance of high quality. So, and I need to do this at least. I do this twice, and then I would save one for the last step, theoretically. And then me personally, I'll do this again. You're not really supposed to. You're supposed to... Well, if you want to get guaranteed stuff, you would fit everything in one manipulation waste. Not because if you get enough guaranteed touches to get to 11 stacks, then theoretically you have enough to make it to 100% high quality, and then after that is the matter of how much control you have. Actually, I can take a tricks here because I have a step of durability heal. Yes, that's a waste of a waste, not a step, but I think I'd like the CP more. And here I would do a basic touch. Let's see, 24. So I need 74, and I only need one, so I can fit a prudent. I can actually fit a prudent and another touch, but we're gonna prudent first, just in case we get tricks, which we did. So I can do a basic touch here, and I should still be fine. 74 is the magic number for the ender. So great innovation. I'm not planning to stop and observe. So, and this is probably not 100% quality. Yeah, it's pretty close, but RNG is RNG. Okay, and I need 3 of these. Yeah, 3 of these. So. And if I somehow complete the high quality in like less than an hour or two, then I'm probably just gonna hang out for a bit, just to make sure I'm put my time in. Let's just say. So again, reflect, manipulation, veneration, waste not 2. But it really depends. If I did more moves than I would think, then I would do this again. I'm willing to waste the manipulation here to use the tricks before I do waste not 2. You could probably flip it around, but I choose not to because you won't. I don't think you have enough to. Because let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you need at least. You would need less than 5 to make use of manipulation without waste not 2, without ending the craft and dying if you don't do the progress. So, and I think I'm gonna just rely on RNG the whole bunch. If need be, I will use another veneration. Veneration. So again, if I didn't say earlier, I did stop playing FF14 for about 2 years? Over 2 years, because my last subscription was in June of 2019, and I don't think I even played there, so that's why I said more than 2 years. But yeah, and a lot's changed since then. Actions, battle classes notwithstanding, I think I'm using that term right. I have not been playing, pretty much. Also need to watch myself, because I'm looking at the condition and whatnot. Also, my own speaking pattern, because that's partly the reason why I destroyed my old recording, pretty much. And by destroyed, I mean delete. So, I hope I have everything set as well. Okay, good. If the quality is bad, please tell me and I will try to look at it, except I'm not really looking at it because I haven't done a thing, but... Also, unfortunately, now that I'm recording right now, I could just silence myself for a bit. Maybe, but no, that wouldn't be worth it. And I hurriedly ran and had to get water before I started streaming. But that's just the thing. Yeah, because here I usually do a basic... I can actually do... No, I can't. Fine, we're gonna prudent. And 10 stacks of inner quiet with the control I began with. This is... I can observe, but I think I'm gonna... No, I'm gonna observe once. I'm gonna bank on the fact that I'm gonna get a good or excellent later rather than sooner, if at all. So, rate. I think I need to say... Do I need to save 7 CP? No, I don't. I gotta remember 500 if I'm doing this exact thing. And we can sit here and observe twice. And wait for a good. If we don't get a good, then... Okay, then rip, but we got it. And how much will this give me? 82%, so near the same as last time. To me, it makes no difference because as long as it's not 100... My thresholds are 100%, 99%. Anything under that is like 60-50-ish because of how RNG likes to interact with me in the many games I play. So I'm not willing to say, oh, 90% chance, I'm expecting it. No, I expect normal quality 50% of the time. Do I want to gamble this time? Otherwise, I will... Delicate... I mean, I could... When I'm not... Yeah, when I... Later on, I'll probably not look at... I'll probably ban myself from calculations, but until then... 2-2 for... But again, that requires me to sit here for a while and not to do anything, so... Or groundwork is more for higher durability crafts, usually. But I'm sure some people fit it in. Because I would have more, I have more, I pass the prerequisites to make the most use of it, except I can only use it once. What would I do then? I guess I would, no, because I have veneration right now. I would do it after, we'll find out later. What would that get me? 3,000, and less touch actions. So we're gonna do RNG one more time, and then I'll figure it out next craft. Of course, if I fail 3 rapid synthesis in a row, it's the end for me. But I didn't, so we're making the use of what we have right now. I think I use Patient Touch a lot more of the time than I thought I did when I was recording, which is not really good because when you fail it, obviously you get the half. But on a lower, I probably could have done it like as my first touch action, just to kind of gamble, but I've already done a hasty touches, so it's too late. I also got a good, and I did a thing that I was not supposed to. Whoops. Waste not to, and then we're gonna hasty touch a bunch again. Again, I messed up. I wasn't supposed to go that far, but I kind of spaced out. Oh goodness, RNG. I think on average, RNG isn't on your side when you do, based on my own personal experience, because I usually like tasty touching, even before you got additional, or the action rework was done for crafting and gathering, so unfortunately, there were a few people who watched me before. I hope I never said that I was teaching anyone how to craft, because that's definitely not the case with what you see here. But I did, yeah, unfortunately some people did try to follow what I did, and I would rather you go look in an actual guide, or the crafters on your server who are helping you, or anyone who is making content about crafting and gathering. So yeah, I am not a source. This is not, disclaimer, this is not what you should be doing when crafting. Again, this is more for punishment. But when I was making a thing about crafting like this, and again, someone else is gonna do the same thing, but for harder craft. So if nothing else, go watch that person if you know who I'm talking about. But otherwise, yeah, we're gonna sit here for a while, and hopefully I get a high quality. If I get it immediately, I'll hang around for at least another while. But this is just to make sure I get the things done. So after this, cobalt alloy ingot. And this is easier, I think. To me, it just feels easier. I didn't put the numbers out because I just literally started getting into crafting again about like a few days ago. So I'm still getting my bearings. Obviously, I did look up a few things online, but there's only so much. I kind of like to dip my toes in it myself and kind of learn what the actions do and when some actions might be better than others, even though you have all the action tips available to you. So theoretically, you can figure this all out immediately, but I'm not one of those people who can figure it out immediately. I'm pretty sure that is worth it, right? If nothing else, I can careful for the last veneration. And that will get me to within 2. I think I need to do a synthesis again. Or which one? I hope I don't need to do 3. I think I might need to do 3. Well, 670. Let's just make sure. This I usually don't gamble in RNG. Yeah, that should work. And now I have this. You know what? Yeah, precise touch. If nowhere else, even with low stacks, but although I was gonna hasty touch with it if it was normal, so do it once here. That way I can actually I can do it twice. I do it twice to at least make use of the manipulation, because if I happen to see a good condition before I do waste not to here, now I need to decide. But I usually take CP, so that way I can fit in a guaranteed touch. Still, I'm rolling a lot of RNG right now, but I'd still like to lower RNG when possible, when it's pretty much given. That said, here's another precise touch. And I think I have room for a prudent after all of this, assuming I don't get another good. But even if I did get another good, well, you know what? Let's find out. Let's gamble on this form of RNG. But I think I'm going to run out here. 25 is not what I want to do. 18... 76, so I could fit a basic touch. No, I don't, because I need 7, so I need actually 81 CP for my ender to complete the craft with Beer Gots. Yeah, because 536 is not enough. Again, I won't use calculations probably on a future video when I've gotten my bearings with crafting, but yeah, I think I just have to go into it now. Can I at least? Yeah, I can fit an observation. Do I want to do it now? No, I might as well do innovation first. Oh, never mind. That was a time when I wanted to do great strides before innovation. So, yeah, it's 42,000, so it's fine. But yeah, with 11 stacks, even without great strides is more for I get that would be more for good for the end game. But for here, I'm just gonna complete the craft now. So yeah, if I could have done innovation into another maybe hasty touch, because I think I had 2 left, but I need 5 of these. So. Again, this happening 5 times, the chances probably are not good, but I'm going, oh, I was going to do the another, oh my goodness, I meant to do something else, but it's too late now, so rapid synthesis. Yeah, because I saw that excellent, and I need to start slowing down. Careful synthesis here, and I think I'm 1 away, because it's 500. It'll say 500. I'm pretty sure. I'm confident enough to not look at that calculation again. I say as I proceed to look at it later down on step 25 of this craft, but we'll find out, because I'm going to manipulation waste not 2 again. Again, I really like gambling on that kind of RNG, but that's the main source of me gambling on RNG in crafts. Usually is to add another manipulation waste not 2. Even before, I think before it was Master's Men 2. But at this point, manipulation and waste not to pretty much serve as the substitute, especially on a durability 35 craft. But again, I'm not. Usually, I learn numbers later, so I don't know the numbers now. So I don't know which is more, what is more optimal for me when I'm dealing with RNG. Besides manual crafting, obviously, because I can't macro, because I don't have the stats, and so on and so forth. So, yeah, I did get into Savages. I think someone asked me a question in between a video like 2 weeks ago. But I was into raiding, and I think I answered this before on a previous either stream or video. But pretty much, I never liked raiding. I understand its need. I'm not saying it's like if you raid, like you're doing something bad. But me personally, I never liked raiding, so that's just what I decided. Can I fit? Yeah, I can fit, can I fit 2 Prudence? No, right? No. 2 Prudence, 50, 73, yeah, I'm off by 1 CP. Well, hey, basic touch here. I gotta get rid of those when I do that. I did it again. Basic touch. Basic touch ender, right? Basic touch ender? Unless there was something I'm probably missing out on something that I probably observe into touch. Yeah, probably observe into focus touch was my. I gotta start getting used to that because I think was that available 2 years ago. I don't feel like it was. The observe combo, and if it wasn't, then again I'll probably look it up later because I do or do not know. And because I'm so confident, I'm just gonna do a basic synthesis here because I don't think I needed the. If so, then well, yep. Well, I'm gonna go by normal quality. Actually, I'll do it right now. So yeah, I should have careful synthesis it, but I kind of just psyched myself out. That was not good to do, really. But I did it, so it's too late. Cobalt alloy. Why do I keep getting that name wrong? So we're gonna go out to the market board and punish myself for failing that craft by buying one. Hopefully, I'll try to get the cheapest one. I mean, I'm not really cobalt. I can't say that word. Cobalt alloy ingot. So 4,000 on my server, maybe 8,000 depending on how the prices fluctuate. I don't really pay attention. I'm sure I bought a couple of those before, but I forgot. So I don't know if it's at. I feel like it's at a low tide price right now, but. Again, that's because I failed the craft, which was pretty much 98%. So there's no need for me to gamble, but I psyched myself out by saying, oh, I know the numbers, and I didn't know the numbers, so. Also gotta remember to refresh my matcha when I run out. I'll have enough for probably this stream. If not, I'll just buy another set of matcha. It's not gonna be too big of a deal. And I said I was gonna do another synthesis rotation, but we'll do it next time. Or I'll try to remember to do it next time. Yeah, and I need to save 7 CP. Funny how I need that little bit extra craftsmanship. Actually, maybe I should have eaten craftsmanship CP, but it's too late. Do we have CP craftsmanship? It's usually craftsmanship CP. Again, I need to get accustomed to the crafting and gathering game of FF14 again. So for those maybe tuning in now or are wondering what the heck I'm doing, I'm going through normal quality, which is why I'm with the level of gear that I'm at. Maybe there is somehow a magic macro that can, well, or at least setting up macros that give you a higher chance of high quality if normal quality to 100% high quality isn't possible for this blue gear, and with specialist obviously because I'm an armor specialist. That's one of my 3, but. If not, then the other alternative is probably a macro that gets you, say, a 50% chance for high quality from normal quality, or 75% chance. You want it to be 100, but if that's not possible with the gear without RNG, then it's not possible without RNG. And I'm willing to accept that as long as that chance is higher than, say, 25%. Although it's probably, if anything, we should be grateful for anything above 10%. Although that's too low for most people's tastes anyway, so I can kind of understand why the need to raise the bar a little. At the same time, I'm usually not someone who complains about the threshold being too high. In fact, I would rather prefer that, even if I know I personally cannot reach that threshold because, well... hold on, let me just think for a moment. Yeah. Because for everyone, thinking about everyone who's crafting and or gathering, doing whatever, it's for the best. Yeah. Actually, I should have been doing the observe combo over this, right? Because if I'm only going to get 2 last steps, or 1 step before the last 2 steps, which is Birgots into a synthesis action, I might as well do the observe combo, 150% over the 100 with half durability. Actually, it's the same, isn't it? Unless the condition is good, I guess. I'd have to play around with that. Although I could do 2. Well, if I had more CP, I'd do 2 prudent touches, but I don't, so I have to do. I gambled on the observe focused, which might be better. Probably better with excellent. I don't know about good. I'd have to look at the numbers. So at this point, we're at the ender. Let's actually observe. I can only observe. Oh yeah, I shouldn't have done that actually, because if that was excellent. Well, if it's excellent either way, it's to my benefit. So we do this into a careful, and that should finish the craft with 100%. And yeah, I would have 3 high quality cobalt ingots, alloy ingots, if I didn't mess up the second one due to hubris. So, and since that recording is probably never coming out, then yeah, the things you do at the end might prevent you from completing the craft, which is very important. Which, if you again, as I mentioned earlier, resulted in me in getting a normal quality main hand for blacksmith. I keep forgetting to do the thing. Hopefully I get this right. Okay, at some point I'm gonna get 3 rapid synthesis in a row. That's just the nature of RNG. But until then, this one also worked out. But again, when I came back to FF14, just a little quick story from when I restarted. I did pretty much market board everything. I think it cost a total of, including the one class I used to get through some of the main story. Well, I didn't need it, but I ended up getting it. But with that class and then all of the Crafter Gatherer classes, because I got all crafted gear. But I do want to make my crafted gatherer gear I'll talk about in a moment. But I did buy all the crafted gear just to get myself set up, and then I pretty much farmed for blue gear. I probably could have done it without buying crafted gear, but I'm not that frugal with gil, although I am pretty frugal with gil. What do I want to do here? I have room for 2 prudence at the end. 2 prudence. So I have 2 prudence and I do have 2 prudence and a basic touch. Except that I made this durability. I should have actually taken the precise touch there, but it's too late now. Let's see if I can, because I can hit 2 prudence at the end, which means I should do a basic touch or observe combo at. No, I have to do it here because I can't wait, otherwise my waste knot's gonna go. Precise touch here would work too, I think. No, it did not. So I can only get a prudence, but I should be able to just still do this. So I can still do great into. So we'll do great strides first, just in case. Well, it's good anyway, but we're gonna be careful. That should complete the craft. So 1 more, and then we move on to pure beads. Not much of a surprise in terms of seeing that you can go from 0% normal quality to high quality manually. Granted, I keep forgetting. I stopped at manipulation because I was like, I'm gonna do something else. But what I wanted to say was, granted, I keep getting rapid syntheses. Max 1 failed. Let's see if I get 2 failures. Okay, so there it is. Am I gonna get a 3rd? All right, so. This is the spicy one. Probably going to be a normal quality, but in the end, you still want to complete the craft because at the very least, you have a 1% chance of high quality. Yes, you'll probably won't get high quality, but it's better than nothing. So that's why I'm hitting Veneration there to try to hit Rapid again. And then we're going to do 1 careful synthesis and pretty much blow ourselves up for the next few, or for the last touches we get during this thing. We have another free 20 CP, which is nice. But we're going to manipulation, waste knot, hasty touch, spam, and hope things work out for the best. I could probably insert a basic touch here, but I could also modify my ender to be longer to try to wait out for a good condition. I don't think that... No, that's worth it. If it's good or excellent, obviously. But good is pretty much going to be the saving grace. I could fit... again, I could fate a basic anywhere in these steps, but I'm going to go with 2 prudence instead into a longer ender... Yeah, into a longer ender. So this will be 25 durability, 2 prudence, 9 stacks of inner quiet, which is not great because I failed a bunch of rapid synthesis in the beginning, but that's fine. We're going to... Yeah, we're going to stall. I'm going to do the big RNG stall. The safer stall is innovation, great strides, innovation, or great innovation, great strides, observe, innovation. Something to that effect, but I need 81 CPs to do the careful synthesis big ender. So 81, 30. I have 32 CP if I'm calculating that right. Yeah, 32 CP to freely like wait. So 32. So I can observe up to 4 times. I should probably fit 2 of them within innovation great strides. And I'm going to do innovation great strides so that I have an extra turn, because if you great strides into innovation, then you have less turns to observe before you have to refresh. Either or, in the case of using great strides first, you would have to refresh great strides first. If I hope I'm saying this right. Again, if I'm saying this out loud, I'm at least saying it for myself, but maybe when experienced crafters will correct me, and new crafters maybe, this can get your juices flowing in case they come out with more serious crafting / and or gathering during Endwalker. But I'm still thinking what I want to do. I think I'm going to do 2 observes into Innovation Great Strides, and this is less effective if I get Excellent, even right here. But if I get, so now it's pretty much optimal for RNG. Well, probably, there's a whole other things I could have done, but yeah, we're going to sit here for a while. So I think I still calculated that right? So 24, so I can observe twice. And we hit the Excellent, so point proven. Granted, this is all RNG. I didn't know there's going to be an Excellent there, but again, I did that craft as best I could, and it worked out for me, so even the failing 3 rapid... If I didn't fail 3 rapid synthesis, I would not have reached that step. Or maybe I would have seen it, but again. So we're going to switch to Goldsmith, which is my other specialist. Relevant to the craft. Weaver is my 3rd specialist, but is this the thing? I swear I didn't choose it because I am doing it. Even though, I think a lot of craft, well, not most, but I won't even say a majority, but a lot of crafters, just in terms of raw numbers, would agree to make Blacksmith main hand first. Because Blacksmith makes a bunch of main hand offhands, especially for Crafter and Gatherer classes, most of them anyway, unless FC decides to switch it up, but we'll keep going. Good, so that's a free 20 CP. I think I said it before, but it was in the recording, but yeah, Reflect costing 24 is fortunate for the opener if you're manually, because, well, I think it's good. It's a good quality of life thing because if you get a good between, like you just saw, Reflect and Manipulation, you can fit in free tricks of the trade. You can also do that in a macro if you're making a more manual-ish macro, in my opinion. But again, I don't know the numbers, so I don't know what's most optimal. Obviously not hoping on rapid synthesis for every craft like you're seeing here, but I chose this. I think I need to do 2. What is more worth it? Let me think just right now. I've kind of leaned back in my chair. 3 careful... Is this 3 careful synthesis? Yeah, this is 3 careful synthesis. Or Veneration 2 careful synthesis. I think the latter of what I just said is more CP intensive, quote unquote, because, well, in the long run, it depends on what my CP turns out to be with tricks or any other good proc-based actions I use. But if I do 3 careful synthesis, I don't need to... That's only 21 CP wasted compared to the 30 CP that I would do for Veneration 2 careful synthesis. And of course, doing the latter, doing the former means I can observe somewhere, or at least I have 7 CP to work with. But I think I'm going, you know what? We're going to do 3 careful synthesis here, just to at least make that would also make use of the or 2 careful synthesis, I'm sorry. That way I can save on CP, as much as that might mean. Ultimately, it'll probably turn into a not hasty touch, but an observation. We'll do 1 more. And we'll see how the craft goes. I think I take this, right? There's no way I don't take that, at least. And then I do Waste Not here. That way I stay at 25, because that's overall, even with 5 stacks, it should be more of a quality increase. If not, then it's not, and I made a mistake. But I should, even with two prudent touches, I'll have 86 CP, which means I can do the ender with a careful synthesis at the end. Again, numbers to remember. That's an easy number to remember. 81 for careful synthesis, Great Strides, Innovation, Varigats. But without careful synthesis, it becomes 74. Great Strides, Innovation 50, and then Varigats is 24, obviously. So again, working all these numbers in my head. Of course, I didn't account for the fact that I was going to do make use of the waste knots. I actually should have done something else, but too late. I could also choose to prudent touch twice. No, because then that makes no sense, because I don't get the thingy at the end. Yeah, so I just have to do it now. I'd probably reach 100% now. I should have done Great Strides first. That was scary. And then I could do this. I have 82 left, but yeah, I was going to hit 100% HQ. I don't know why I faltered there for a moment. But we did. We did it. Well, that. We still have the main hand to go. This could all be for naught because obviously I could fail the main hand, which means I need to spend a lot of the stream gathering the mats again. Why must you do this, game? We're gonna Tricks here. And then we're gonna Veneration. And here, I think I'm going to... What did I want to do instead? Let's explore. Now, that's probably not worth it. But I just want to see. Because if I do that... No. Yeah, because that's 20, 15. Then I do Waste Not 2, goes back up to 20, which would be greater than half, but then I would have to... But if I do this, this breaks the craft, or this completes... Well, the durability will hit 0, and I haven't completed the craft, most likely. Otherwise, I could Delicate Synthesis, but that'll probably take away from... Well, I can hit 1 Delicate Synthesis, but I still... That would rob me of a Prudent, most likely. If I'm going to use an action on... No, I've already hit Veneration. I need to start doing some Synthesis. Or Waste Not 2 immediately, but that wastes Manipulation. So what I'm going to do is Rapid Synthesis now. And then Waste Not 2. That way I get the durability back. Then we're going to Careful Synthesis and move on as if we're normal. Even though we're not. But Precise Touch, Hasty Touch, Precise Touch again. I'm just going to mash this in case I get another good. Didn't. So I'm just going to Hasty Touch. I could plink the Precise Touch into Hasty Touch to kind of save myself some time, but I'm ultimately not going to. I'm going to we're going to Precise Touch here. And then we're going to Manipulation. Yes. And I could sit here for a moment, but I'm going to Hasty Touch once, and then Waste Not 2 again. So again, like I said, I have 20... I can do probably 1 Prudent Touch, which is probably going to help me out if I need a bit more quality. Otherwise, I'm just going to hit this Precise Touch and not worry about the craft anymore because I should have more than enough quality. I'm just going to keep hitting Hasty Touch for 3 or 4 more steps. This should be guaranteed. I could just do the Ender. Great Strides, Varigots, Careful Synthesis, complete the craft. Easy, profit. Granted, I'm manualing, so it's taking more of my time. So again, another reason why you really shouldn't do this. If you don't need to do this. And we can get onto this. We need to buy another bag of Slither Sand, though. I'll probably grind for yellow scripts, but because, again, I should have prepared all of this before the stream, I'm going to punish myself here by buying from the market board. Usually Slither Sand is not sold in more than 1 because, well, you need to use more than 1 in the craft, so it makes sense people sell them and buy the bunches, but we're going to figure it out. So again, the only person selling it for 1 is probably, well, yeah, let's do this. So 9,000, again, that's not really anything. To like 80% of players, probably, bare minimum. And then we're going to make the craft. And if I don't get high quality, I can't end the stream. Just like the title says. Hopefully, unless I've made a mistake. Then someone can correct me. Let me get away from this lamp. Switch to Blacksmith, which is not my specialist. So I'm experiencing a little debuff there. And we're going to eat another piece of matcha. Bowl of matcha. Drink another bowl of matcha. Drink. Eat. Just in case we sit there for more than 6 minutes. So 3 here. This again, I can use high quality here because I normal quality the normal mats. That might not be exciting for some, because maybe you were thinking I was going to do normal quality all mats, but give me a break here. All right. Like all things considered, though, I probably could just do normal quality, but again, I would just make normal quality and then attempt the craft. Not really anything too hard. So this is more. If I were to say the latter of what I just said is harder than the former, because obviously you're not starting with quality, but we'll see. Because I could always just mess it up. So let's get into it. So I could drink some teas here, but I'm not even giving myself that much. Again, that's just part of the rules I set for myself. So, reflect. Standard opener. manipulation because, and to my understanding, it's because you lose 10 durability. So the 2 moves you're doing with Veneration and Waste Not 2 is to make up for the 10 durability. You use Veneration, yes, you lose 1 step of Veneration after you hit Waste Not 2, but it's more beneficial for the craft, I would assume, to do Waste Not 2 after the Veneration than lose a step of quality increase by doing Waste Not 2 first and then Veneration. Also, that allows you to spend a turn hitting Manipulation before after Waste Not falls off. That way you can maybe do tricks if you get a good condition, or any other condition if you're doing an expert craft for Ishgard. You know what I mean. The question is what I really want to do, because if I do this and I don't get a lot of rapid synthesis, I have a minimum 10% chance of HQ. So the way I messed it up, just a little background while I do this, the way I messed up my recording craft is that I hit Patient Touch 3 times, and it blew up 3 times. I don't have that recording anymore. Maybe I still have it somewhere, but I could just cut that in somewhere, but that's what happened. And then obviously I had a 14% chance to high quality, and it in high quality, so let's get into it. I should actually still slow down. No reason not to slow down. But we're going to Tricks here and then Veneration. And then I'm going to do progress steps without Waste Not on. And here I would probably groundwork, but I personally prefer to rapid synthesis. You really shouldn't rapid synthesis, but I'm probably going to choose to, and I'm probably fishing for 2. So what are the chances that I fail 3? 50%. So the chance of failing 3 in a row is 12.5%. Yeah, I don't have all, well, no, this is just part of the requirements I set for myself. I prepare all the mats in terms of gathering, and then I craft all the mats. The intention was when I recorded, I did it during the video. Let's hit 1 rapid synthesis. I crafted during the video just to show me going through the process, because that's part of the challenge working with normal mats, because obviously you can't, unless there is some weird macro, 3-step macro for normal HQing the mats up to the final craft, but you know. Let's see here. That blew up, didn't it? So 12%, a 12.5% chance I fail 3 in a row. I need 2 of these at least. And I had an excellent there. I actually should have did a touch when I think about it. But since that blew up, let's hope that this one works out. Okay, so I'm going to cheat and do it to the calculations here because they're given to us. In later videos or something, I'll probably just ban myself from looking at the calculations. But until then, I'm going to look at this and make use of it. So 6, yeah, that's not going to be enough. So I need to do 2 careful synthesis after. 2 after. So I need to make sure to save 14 CP, which is 88 CPA for the Ender. And then we're going to finally hit Waste Not 2 here once. And then start doing this. Actually, I'm going to lose a Waste Not. I think I lost a Waste Not here if I hit Manipulation here, but I have to, right? I'm not, no, because then I could treat it like a 35 durability craft at this point. Right. Well, yeah, because that's going to be 35. Well, let's do a couple first, because I'm going to hasty touch no matter what. I know I'm doing that. So let's go to 35. Yeah, so at 20 durability, I'm going to hit Waste Not 2 again, though, so that's why I'll be at 25 durability, so... And I need to do 2 careful synthesis into a I'm kind of sweating right now. Not sweating, but shaking. Well, I am sweating because it's hot where I'm recording, but what do I want to do? Let's hasty touch, actually. I can do everything after. Oh, goodness. Manipulation, Waste Not 2 again. So again, I have 35, more than enough. I can even hit 1 prudent if I had the chance to. I could do it by doing a tricks, but that would waste the Waste Not. But no, that's worth it because that's a guaranteed extra touch action as opposed to me hasty touching a bunch here. So if I get a good, I should be plinking or option selecting the tricks of the trade into a hasty touch. If I were macroing stuff, I would do it that way. But I'm blowing up all these hasty touches because the game hates me and I'm stuck at 10 inner quiet stacks, so you know, it's working out. It's working out. Hasty touch. I actually want a good here. I probably could have done something else, right? Well, it's too late now. Actually, I should basic touch here if I really needed to. I should have basic touch before, because now I have a bunch of CP. Actually, I could use it to observe. 88 and then 14 CP for 2 observes is 102. So I have more than enough, but I could observe before to try to hold out on conditions once more. And now for the... I should have... 14,000 quality with 11 stacks at 7,500 quality control. What's the worst that could happen? Innovation, great strides. If I get an excellent, it's over, by the way. Or it's over in terms of I'll get it automatically, so I don't need to worry. Granted, I'm manual crafting, and that provides a lot of... Oh, yeah, so good. That should be more than enough. Watch me not complete it with 2 careful syntheses. Should I even try to gamble on anything? No. Why would I? Actually, I could observe into a focus synthesis. Out of curiosity. Yeah, I can... what's the worst that could happen? Observe, focus synthesis. Unless, yeah. Okay, so there we go. I can end the stream, but I'm just going to gather more items. I might as well make use of the stream while I'm sitting here. Again, that was a lot of RNG. If I failed one rapid synthesis, I wouldn't have had CP to hit the stuff, and that probably would have resulted in like a 90 to 99% high quality. Again, I don't know the numbers. An more experienced crafter who knows the numbers could probably tell me, but until then, I'll think of something else, because I'm going to have to do at least once for my main character, and probably twice for my second. Also, I need to work on the gear, because that was only like 1 main hand, so I have like 12 more things to craft for 1 class. And then, obviously, 14 more for the other 2, not including the main offhand for this. So, I'm just going to go and hurry up and... Actually, I need white scripts as well. Why do I need white scripts again? Yeah, I need white scripts. Why do I need white scripts again? For Slither Sand, right? What? No, I can't remember. I'm going to return to Yulmore. Again, I could look all this up, but I might as well just start remembering this that way, put it into my memory. It's weird that I'd rather sit here and craft and gather like 90% of the time on FF14 rather than queuing for duties. I should be like, because you need 5,010 scripts for the full battle gear for 1 class. If we're including weapon, or if you're paladin, main hand, and offhand, and then all the gear, and then obviously you need to grind to improve them. But I'm okay with 520. Obviously, I'll go for 530 if I can. I am talking to the collectible appraiser for no reason. And then, yeah, I think I'll end the stream with just looking at this. And how far did I go? 50, no, pretty much an hour. It's an okay. For most people, don't even stream for 1 hour. I lied, that's a lie. They stream for at least 1 hour. But again, I'll just look at this because I need to start remembering all these things. If nothing else for materia, but also, Sublime Solution is the thing you need. So, and it was for Sublime Solution for things that I'm forgetting. Why am I forgetting? Let's take a look, because I have the books to look at stuff. I feel like it was a thing. Probably the Exarchic. No. Yes. Do I have the master book? No, I don't. I also need to do that, so that's kind of why I'm stuck with. I decided to do... obviously, Blacksmith is still... the main hand is still important, but... Yeah, let's see. I swear... Yeah, I'm forgetting. But I'll look it up later. As for... I swear there's something else you need for the yellow... for yellow scripts, though. Was it the Slither Sand? It was the Slither Sand. So I need them... I need those as well, unless I just market board them. But again, my guild situation isn't too great, so I need to take care of that. So teleport to... Norvant, and I have Fort Java as my favorite because I'm making a bunch of the rarefied Olympics for that's what I grinded for white scripts. But I'm gonna need to grind for materia anyway. Yes, I could buy the material. The material is cheap, at least compared to like 6 months ago. I heard the market board situation was a thing. So, but then the materia is a lot more affordable now at least for Gillionaires. But for me, I'm probably still just gonna grind material through white scripts. No reason not to. Also need to gear up my ult. I need to do a bunch of stuff in this game. So, so let's see here. Yeah, Dimithrite ore, I need that here. Also need my map, so I'm just gonna do that. I think I've just been selling most of my maps because that's just the quickest way I could just get money. I mean, I could just grind the easier map myself, but I usually don't do that. So, yeah, without further ado, I don't think there's much else, unless I can think of something off the top of my head. I could queue into something randomly, but I don't want to risk anything, especially since this is also more of a test. I don't think it's... has this been my second stream, or is this my first one since I started playing FF14? I know, obviously, I've been recording videos and whatnot, so if you look at my channel, I've done Pug Warrior stuff, even though that's a thing. I call myself that because I mainly play Warrior. Yes, I rated that. I think it's still on my channel, too. My Omega clear as Monk when in the group that I was in, but, again, I just happened to sub Monk, and they were like, yeah, you want a DPS? And I was like, okay. So I decided to do Monk, and yeah, that's why my Monk has the 400. Let me just switch to it just to show you. Because I think I picked up this. I also picked up the White Mage Omega Cap. I think that was from a grind. I think that was from a grind from Agreed, but that's that. So, again, I don't feel proud of myself for doing... Oh my god, I'm gonna wait. Pick clean. I should pick clean. I'm gonna cordial, because I just have a bunch of cordials, but... yeah, that's why I did that. Again, just some background before I probably end the stream in about a minute or two. But yeah, I did it as Monk, I think. But even before that, I still did more raids as Warrior in at least 2 other groups, I want to say. I mean, I know I did it once. I know I raided a couple of tiers, but I don't know if it was with the same group. I can't remember. But someone will probably remind me if someone comes along who knows. Otherwise, that's... yeah, because I did Alexander, then I did Omega, but I didn't tank Omega. I don't count times when I guest tanked, or DPS for that matter, for another group, but I did, so it's a thing. No, I have to change it to low quality. So yeah, again, I do need to get gear my battle class for the 2 I like. At minimum, my Warrior, because Warriors are probably going to be thinking about the new classes that are in Endwalker. But optimally, I want at least 3, preferably 2, but if I have no other option, I'll just do 1. It's not too much of an issue. But even more than that, I still kind of prioritize crafters and gatherers. But then I wouldn't stop progging Endwalker just to do crafters and gatherers. You obviously do everything, especially now that they've required us to open flight, which basically means you're probably going to be on your battle class, so you just get that to 90 come Endwalker, and then you do crafters and gatherers after. Which isn't too hard, especially if you're with friends. Again, if I didn't put this disclaimer in any of my Pug Warrior videos, then disclaimer, probably much, not more fun, but more convenient experience if you're playing with people you know, or at least have a fixed party, I guess, is the bare minimum. Otherwise, well, if you're like me, pugging isn't the bad option, it's just not as great as with friends optimally, or with people you know. At this point, most players have people they know and they can just party with. But still a good number, not saying like a majority or anything, or a good number of people are still pugging, based on what I see online anyway. So, that's the thing. Unfortunately, yeah, Raiders don't have a lot of content, so they're playing other games. But, yeah, I came back to... I mean, technically, it's not fair for me because I'm coming back after 2 years, so I have a lot of things to catch up for, at least in terms of being a content creator. That means I have quote-unquote content, but I usually don't like showing prog like that unless it's either A, discovery, or 2, something new. I mean, there are a bunch of things I could think of, but again, this is what you see. What you see is what you get. So, again, the reason why I'm mining these things is because you need 288 Dimithrite ore to fully gear out. I don't need that much anymore, but I still need the white strips to grind material, so I might as well just sit here and do it for a good 288. And again, 288 is the number, because 288, you need 4 to make 1 ingot, but you need 72 ingots to make 36 rarefied alembics, which gets you a full set of gear for 1 class. In my case, armor, of course, if we're talking just relevant to armor, but it is what it is. So yeah, without further ado, nothing else to say. I won't take up more of anyone else's time, even though this could have been really, really bad for me, but it worked out. I guess, you know, being kind of on edge, of course, RNG is RNG, but being on edge means I get to high quality stuff, and it's fine when I manual stuff. If I put my mind to it, so most of the time, again, RNG could have just hurt me. So without further ado, I think I'm just going to end the stream here. Again, support me if you want to support me. That would be great, but again, more doing it for myself, if anything else. Granted, other reasons are fine too. But if you're interested, I do have a channel. I have videos. I'm trying to make more videos, but we'll see what happens because I'm also busy making other stuff like work, which involves game development. Yes, I'm a game developer. So, yep, that's it. Thank you for watching.